Hello, hello. So this is another video for the personal development segment of our group this week. And I want to talk about the mornings. Ooh, touchy subject with a lot of people. I have many clients who talk to me and they say, I don't know when to work out and I'm just not a morning person. Right? How many of us have said that before? I'm not a morning person, so I'm not going to get up earlier. And I would ask you, why not? And I will also tell you that I was not a morning person. When I was in my 20s, I lived in a house and I had a girl roommate and a guy roommate. And the guy was an early bird. He was always up early. He had to go to work early. And I had an alarm that was literally as loud as a backing up dump truck. I mean, this thing was, and so my roommate, he could always hear the alarm outside the house when he was going to get in his car. And he said, he would come home and go, okay, I literally was going to give you 2 more beeps. And if you did not get up, I was going to check on you because you might be dead. That is how loud the alarm was and how much I was not a morning person. Now, here's how much I was not a morning person as recently as about 3 years ago. When my daughter was in middle school, I guess more like 5 years ago, because she's a senior in high school now. So when she was in middle school, I was so not a morning person that literally I stayed in bed. And I'm embarrassed to say this because, you know, being who I am now and making the changes that I've made in my life, I look back on this and go, whew, this is just, give me a Parent of the Year award on this one. I mean, for real. But I would lay in bed. I would not get out of bed. And I would have an alarm set so that I could watch her walk down the hallway to go out and catch her bus. And I would wave down the hallway and say, have a nice day, love you. And then I would go right back to sleep. I mean, that's how much of not a morning person I was. And I would stay in bed till like 8 or 9. I mean, that's as recent as about 5 years ago. Probably 6 actually. And it really wasn't until I started my journey a couple years ago with Beachbody. And I started with these workout programs. And the workouts started making me feel better. And I drank my Shakeology. And Shakeology made me feel great. Like my brain fog was going away. My digestive issues, my IBS. I mean, like I had IBS so badly that if I ate out many times, I would literally not be sure I'd make it home. I mean, and I can remember being on the phone with my husband in tears because I was like, am I going to go I don't think I can hold this till I get somewhere. I mean, like, and having to go, forgive me, but diarrhea in a public restroom is the most humiliating thing ever. And so Shakeology turned my life around. And it's helped my body over time because there's a cumulative effect too. I mean, if you think about it, if you were taking vitamins that were doing what vitamins are supposed to do, which not all of them are doing that. So don't think for a second. A lot of the cheap vitamins that you buy at the grocery store, the synthetic made in a lab vitamins, you know, you'll notice when you take them, most of the time you pee neon yellow. That's because those vitamins just went right in and out. So like real good vitamins, you know, if you were taking them, you take vitamins how often? Forgive my dogs being loud and obnoxious. But how often do you take vitamins? Well, you take them every day, right? Well, why do you take them every day? Because you need that continuous vitamin, mineral, you know, phytonutrient. You need them every single day. So if you're drinking Shakeology, there's a buildup effect of those nutrients that continue. Like once something heals inside your body, then it starts to work on something else. And so basically Shakeology is helping it's helping heal your digestive system by giving you digestive enzymes and probiotics, which are then getting your gut ready to heal, which then boosts your immune system, which then makes you healthier. And your immune system becomes a disease fighter. And that's what's cool, right? Is that you are becoming a disease fighter. And my family has been drinking Shakeology for almost 2 years now, and no one has been on antibiotics. It's not that we don't get sick. We get colds. We're wiping them out in about 3 days. You know, I got food poisoning once. There isn't a doggone thing I'll help you with that. And it sucked. So what I'm saying is Shakeology is not a protein shake. It is so much more. And there is a protein source in it. There is vegan Shakeology and there is regular Shakeology. And the only difference is that the regular has whey protein and the vegan has quinoa, flax, pea, and oat protein. I'm a vegan person. I don't do dairy. My body does not like dairy. Therefore, I stick to the vegan Shakeology, and it is amazing. As a matter of fact, my mother and sister both drink Shakeology. My mother, my sister, my father's wife. I mean, I've got the whole family, believing in this product because it's done so many wonderful things for me. And by the way, my sister is a PhD biologist, virologist, and she is a Shakeology user. But here's the thing. My mother and sister both drink vegan because they actually think the chocolate vegan is better than the regular chocolate. Now, I have many clients on regular, so don't think that regular isn't good because I have many who love it. But I just wanted to tell you, if you're concerned that vegan doesn't taste good, my mother and sister have actually opted for that. So back to, tangent. But when I talk about Shakeology, I get very excited because it changed my life. And one of the things it did was it made me feel so good. I was ready to take on new challenges. So between working out, eating better, following the food plan, which you'll learn more about this week, and drinking my Shakeology, which changed me from a 5 o'clock, sit on the couch, watch TV for 3 hours, fall asleep on the couch, get up in the middle of the night and go to bed, sleep horribly, then not want to get up in the morning person, to someone who now I go to bed between 9 and 10. I would go to bed at 9 if I could. Oh, I just love going to bed early and reading, and we'll learn more about my bedtime routine. And then I get up at 5 o'clock in the morning because I want to. I get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. I have my morning routine. And then at 6 o'clock, I make my children each their shakes. And then I go and either do more of morning time, which I'll explain, or I go work out. So sometimes if I didn't finish my morning time, I'll do some more of that before I go work out. So now let's talk about this morning routine. This morning routine started largely with this book. And I cannot recommend this book more highly. This book, I got my husband to read it. I've recommended it to clients, to friends. It will change how you look at the morning. And so your morning consists of several things. And his morning routine is a little different than mine, just because he does, well, let me say this. So morning routine, according to Hal Elrod, has meditation, it has reading, it has journaling, and it has, what's the other thing that he has? Oh, I can't remember. But what I do, let me explain why I can't remember, because although I still do a morning routine very similar to this, I have, my meditation time is longer. I'll talk more about meditation this week. Like this morning, I meditated for 40 minutes. So that this morning, I did not go work out when the kids left. I went back and continued with my morning because I did do a 40-minute meditation. I read my Bible and or do a Bible study. So like right now, I'm doing a Priscilla Shirer Bible study called The Armor of God. Fantastic. I mean, fantastic. Cannot recommend that enough. And then there's also what's called personal development reading. Now, personal development reading, this book qualifies as one, right? This book qualifies as one. I'm reading this right now. It's called Eat to Live. I like to read for my personal development, a business personal development, let me grab another book here, a business personal development, a spiritual personal development, and a nutrition personal development. And so I kind of alternate them. Right now, I'm obviously nutrition. And then like this would be a business one. So this one's called the 12-week year. It's about making 90-day goals, which I will also talk more about this week. So that's called personal development. So you have meditation, you have personal development, you have journaling. So journaling is important as far as keeping track of what you're doing in your days. What are you doing to reach your goals? What are you doing to, are you visualizing your goals? Are you writing about your goals? Are you talking about what you've been doing? Are you reflecting on what you've done? That's kind of what journaling is about. And for me, I also journal prayers. So I have a journal called the Smart Life Push Journal. And it is like, this is only 30 days. So this was a little bit pricey. I wanted to get it, and I'll probably recreate it myself. But it's fantastic, and I love that it's small and it fits in my purse if I'm carrying the big purse. And it has a bookmark, and it helps you come up with 90-day goals and then things to do to reach your 90-day goals. So as far as like a weight loss and health journey, as well as a spiritual journey, having 90-day goals are fantastic, and they help you, every 30 days you evaluate and you see if your goal is still realistic, and you see what you can do to continue on a path to reach your goals. So there you go. That's morning routine. Now, how long does this morning routine take? The Hal Elrod version from the Miracle Morning, he has it set up for an hour. Now, like I said, he does a 10-minute meditation. I do generally 20 or more. So that takes me a little longer. My personal development reading is not just my personal development book. It is also my Bible reading. So that takes a little longer. So I like to have a good 2 hours for my morning routine. And you're thinking, yeah, right. I gotta leave for work at 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm not getting up and getting up at 4, right? Well, for a long time, I did get up at 4:45. And I would like to get up that early. And at some point I will, once I seem to be able to get in bed earlier. Sleep is very important to me. I don't ever like to get less than 6 hours. Preferably I would get 7 or 8 every day. That doesn't always happen. One of the things also that I track in my journal is how much sleep I'm getting. But, do you live with brain fog? Sleeping enough hours in the day is huge to be able to focus and think. So what I would say to you is read this book, come up with an hour routine that includes a half hour of exercise. So you're doing a half hour of 10-minute meditation, 10-minute reading, 10-minute journaling. Even though it's not a lot, and like someone like me who's spending 2 hours, I'm doing that because I've opted for a career where I can make that happen. And that's where I would say to you, if you've ever considered something like Beachbody coaching, if you want to help people get healthy, if you want a way to hold yourself accountable to getting healthy, believe me, when people are watching, you don't mess around. If you want to share your journey and bring some friends along with you, you can start a career as a Beachbody coach. And you can, in a very short amount of time, make enough money to quit a full-time job. Now, disclaimer is that you only make as much money as you work for, you dedicate to, and you make happen. So with Beachbody coaching, you can make as much money as you want based on your performance and your skill. Now, as a Beachbody coach, whoever invited you to this group, they know how to train you to be a Beachbody coach. And we have multiple groups. We have plenty of training and time, and we will show you the way. So, and remember, at the end of this week, I want to share with you real quick. At the end of this week, I have this awesome t-shirt. So anyone who signs on as a coach, buy a challenge pack, and you say, I want to work the business, you will be entered into a raffle to win this t-shirt. So let me take it out and show you, because it's a nice t-shirt. It is, a long sleeve t-shirt has this. It came from Summit 2015, which was in my hometown of Nashville, Tennessee. And you can win that t-shirt for going to your coach and saying, I want to do this as a business. Okay, so there it is. That's my personal development video for the day. I know it was a little bit long. I apologize for the length of the video, but I had a lot to talk about. If you have questions about personal development books, if you have a question about morning routines, if you have a question about Shakeology, please ask it and please comment below, okay? And the question is going to be, what are you willing to get up 2 hours earlier? Are you? Or are you willing to get up 1 hour earlier? You can get this done in 1 hour. And you know what? It'll make a big difference in your life, I promise. Have a blessed day.